Hey guys, it's Coin Crazy, and I want to show you some cool stuff that I got in the mail today. So I'm kind of frustrated with my post office because I have a P.O. box and they guarantee that all the letters and everything will be delivered by 11. So I went today, 11 a.m., I got all the letters and none of this stuff was here. So I went home and the minute I walked through the door, it all showed delivered. So I had to get in my car, drive all the way back to the post office just to collect this stuff. 2 trips today. I tell you, the woman that's at the local post office, she's just, you ask her for any kind of help and she smiles at you, but again, the minute you ask her to do something for you, it takes her away from her little area, she huffs and puffs, and it makes it a big deal in a very friendly way, so it's a little irritating. And I don't know if any of you guys have that problem where they deliver your mail and then your packages at a second, later time, but I think it's pretty ridiculous to go at 11 a.m., 11:30 and get your mail, your letters, and then later in the day, sometimes this is late at 3, 4, 5 o'clock, then your packages are there. So it's like, what's the point of paying the post office to have a P.O. box when not all your stuff is there at the same time and you have to make multiple trips? I mean, it seems like they're getting the better end of the stick there. But I'm going to show you what I picked up. I got a few things off camera here that I'm waiting for the end of the video to reveal. But I decided, I love rare coins, and the rare coin market is up right now. I just watched a rare coin market report last night, and all the dealers are saying rare coins are up. The economy's doing well, and people are buying rare coins, which is awesome. Normally when the economy goes down, so do rare coins, the market there, and then bullion goes up. So I am right now, since rare coins are doing well, I am a buyer of bullion. And what's cool about this is I love rare coins because when the bullion, if it shoots up through the roof, well, guess what? Most of the rare coins are made out of precious metals. And there's a chance that I can make money on that end as well. If bullion should shoot up through the roof, well, guess what? I got a bunch of silver rare coins, so melt value. So I love the fact that I'm protected kind of in both ways, and it's less volatile. But I am a buyer right now of bullion, and I'm going to make a video here soon on what you should buy and what I think you shouldn't buy, my personal opinions, because I sold a bunch of bullion about a year and a half ago, and more than I would have liked to have sold, but I did it because I needed to do it. I wanted to help somebody out, and it was well worth it. And I sold a bunch of bullion, and I really realized, I'm glad I did it then, because I really realized, okay, this was a smart purchase, this wasn't. This was a smart purchase, this wasn't. I really realized what I shouldn't have been buying, what I should have bought more of, and what I did, what was home runs. So I might make a video on my experience on buying, because I think it's important that you learn selling, because I think it's important that you know how to sell before you buy. I really believe that. And I think you should, before you spend anything major, it's okay to buy right off the gate if you're new at this, but I would definitely not buy anything significant in value until you know what it is that you should be buying, what's going to be smart to buy. Like this right here, I bought this a long time ago. I will never buy any copper again. Because the premiums on this, it just makes it a ridiculous proposition to make money on this. You got to be crossing your fingers and holding your breath and hope that copper just shoots through the roof in order to really earn any money on this. This is just kind of a waste of money, and I don't own much copper. I don't buy much copper as it is, but I'm just not a big fan of this stuff. I think it's sort of a waste with the premiums. It's more of a novelty item in my opinion. Not unless it just shoots through the roof, but I don't foresee that happening anytime soon. But I might make a video on what I really thought I did well on, and what I think what I'm doing as far as stacking silver, because like I said, precious metals is down right now, and I'm a buyer. Because I like to buy things when things are crashing or when things have hit a bottom. That's how you make money in anything. Stock market, when it's crashing, go buy a ton of stock, because it's gonna go back up. Now remember, I'm no financial advisor. I don't pretend to know what I'm talking about at all. I'm just some guy on YouTube that's called Coin Crazy that gives you advice the way I see it. So this is a bar I've had for a while. And I've had this 1 ounce little case for silver bars. You can fit 20 of them in there for some time. And this is one of the bars I decided to keep the last time I sold a bunch of my silver. And excuse me, guys, I see that little mark there? I use these paper flips, and I staple them, and the staple edges come out. So I use this tool to clamp them down, and so they're flattened. And the tool got me instead, and I got a little blood blister, and I hate this thing. It'll go away, but if you see that dot, no, it's not a mole. It's blood blister. It doesn't hurt anymore, but God, that hurt. It was much bigger the other day, and you got to be real careful when you're using tools that really aren't designed to do the job. That's for sure. But anyway, this is a bar that I've had for a while, and it's a really cool bar. It's Amelia Earhart. It's really cool toning. I probably won't get rid of this thing. It talks about her great accomplishments on the back. It was made by the Hamilton Mint. And I like Amelia Earhart a lot. I used to live in her hometown, and I actually own her autograph. And so I won't get rid of this thing. I thought these bars originally went down like this in this case, but I guess I'm wrong. I guess they go like this. But I swear I had them stacked up, not vertical like that. But this one doesn't fit. And maybe this one will. Maybe it's just the design of that bar. Who knows? But I don't think so, because this copper's about the same. I bet it's just this bar, because this bar doesn't go down like that. It gets caught. So, see, it gets caught. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. I might have to just keep that outside of this. But anyway, I bought this at Silvertowne. I'm going to start working on filling this thing up. And it's a Silvertowne bar. I like these things. I got 3 or 4 more on the way. And it's really nice. Every time I think about going to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, if I can, hold back the urge, instead of spending the money there, I will buy one of these. And yeah, I pay a little bit more of a premium because I'm buying just an ounce. But at the same token, it's money I'm putting back in my pocket versus using once and never seeing again. So I got 3 or 4 more of these, and like I said, for 19 bucks a pop. So I'm going out to eat, I'll think about going out to eat, and then I'll think about this, and I'll buy this instead. So figure out what I can eat in my fridge. And I found that to be a really good thing for me. Helps me save some money and not spend it on things I don't need. And then I bought this 5-ounce Sunshine Mint bar, and I think this is the same mint, if I remember right, I think this is the same mint that supplies all the bullion to the U.S. Mint. And it is bullion, so I don't care if I touch it with my hands. I know some of you are freaking out right now. I can wipe all this off with my microfiber cloth, the fingerprints, but it has like a proof-like finish. On the back, there's some security features, and you might be able to see if I get this in the right light. There's a kind of a word that's starting to appear there. And if you have their $35 card or $30 card, you can hold it up to this thing and it'll say valid across the top. So it's a pretty cool security feature. Not worth the money in my opinion to buy the card, not unless you're going to buy a ton of these things, and then it might be worth it. But pretty cool. Another 5 ounces to add to my stack. And then I bought a couple of Proof Eagles. Did you guys see the 2015 West Point Mint Proof Silver Eagle that sold for $80,000? It was Proof 70, which is crazy. And I can understand why, because it's getting difficult. It's getting difficult to get quality coins from the mint. You see right there, this is a 2019 Proof for my American Silver Eagle album. And I like doing this album because I'm stacking silver while putting together a set. So I think that's a cool thing. I keep all of these cases, by the way, the clamshell cases, along with the certificates and the boxes. You can see I've got a stack of them right here. I need to find a home for them. Because when I go to sell this stuff, I'm going to put everything back in its original box and its capsule and sell everything individually, along with the Dansko or Whitman albums individually, as well. But this is a cool way to stack silver and put together a cool set. But you can see, look at between the R and the T there. You see those lines there? So it's getting really hard to get quality out of the mint. I mean, every product I bought from them this year, there's an issue. You see the scratch right under TES of states? So that is not on the capsule, that is on the coin, and very disappointed. It seems like the mint, the production quality, the quality control, that it's just, there is none. I'm starting to really believe that they've eliminated that department at the mint. They create great products, but again, I can understand why a coin's selling for 80,000 because you're not getting quality. The quality coins are a dime a dozen. I will tell you, I really like the packages though that these are coming in. They actually have a little spot here where you can actually take the coin, the capsule, and if you want to put this on like a desk or your dresser or something, you can prop it up there and display it. So that's, let me get this in there straighter. So that's pretty cool. That's actually pretty nice. And I love the blue that they chose for the blue, and these just feel really luxurious. This is a really nice case. Feels better than the older one. You can see here on the screen, I got two of them. There's a 2019 American Silver Eagle Proof as well. What am I saying? 1992 American Silver Eagle Proof. And this one's nice, a lot, but there is some marks on this. I already took it out of the thing, the capsule to check, but right above "In God We Trust," you can see some marks. So a little disappointed there, but overall this is a nice coin, far fewer problems than the newer one. And nice coin though. This is going to look great in my album, and so I'm excited about that. And then I bought this really cool book on currency, and I paid 15 bucks for it online, and it has high definition pictures. I've seen some currency that I didn't even know existed, probably stuff I'll never be able to afford. It's got a great price guide, which is pretty neat, and I can't wait to pull out some of my older notes. Like for example, I own, not trying to brag, if I sound like I'm bragging, I'm a horrible person, I apologize you guys, but I actually have, I hate to start sentences with I because it sounds like you're bragging sometimes when you say I, so no you guys, I'm not trying to brag, I just don't know, trying to need to be more aware of that. But this is part of my collection, and I want to figure out, I've got a very early serial number, and I want to figure out which one I own and what it's worth. I know that mine's not anywhere near being fine. Mine's like good. That's for sure. But I know this is a very rare note, and I'm sure in good it sells at a pretty nice premium. So I'm curious to see how much this book says all of the currency I have is worth. And then it's neat because I can go through and find some bills that are fairly affordable and set my eye on them and start looking for them, and maybe in a month or two pull the trigger on one or two of them, depending on how much they cost. I'm one of these guys, if it's the right price, I'll buy it. And there's some things in here that later in life I want to buy. I'm just not going to pay for them now. Like this note right there. I find that note all the time for $400 or $500. I just can't. It's hard for me to spend $400 or $500 when I could spend that same amount of money and get a ton of coins or a ton of silver, or, so I'll buy that later in life. Now, the grand finale. I've been waiting on this coin for a long time, and it is such a cool coin. This is my favorite commemorative coin. This is a Pilgrim Tricentenary PCGS MS63 1920 $half, and it looks like it's high relief. I'm not sure if it actually is. It's got some beautiful toning on it, you guys, and a lot of luster, and really, really nice coin. This is not my favorite part. This is my favorite part. Look at that. This is literally my favorite coin. This is right up there, believe it or not, with my Drake Bust $half, or dollar, silver dollar. This is right up there with that, right up there with the pillar dollar. I've got a few coins in my mind that are my top coins in my collection, and this is one of them. I love it. When I opened this up, I was very pleased. I'm trying to get the lighting to where I can really show you this. But this is a very, 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 very cool coin. And It's just a beautiful coin. I think the toning on this really adds a lot of value to this coin, and has a lot of luster, doesn't have a lot of wear. I really like this. This is a cool coin. This is my favorite commemorative half dollar that I have bought yet. So I am really happy that I found this. I wasn't so sure that I was gonna like it, but I love this thing. It's a beautiful coin, and it's got a lot of luster, a lot of original luster. It looks like there's some dye polishing up here, and this is a neat coin. If you guys are looking, if you like ships like I do, and you like that, just look at the design there with the waves, and it really stands out. And this is, it's almost, I'm not sure if this is a high relief, but I'm pretty sure it is. This is a really neat coin. So definitely got some cool stuff, and I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned. I got a couple more things coming.